Welcome everyone to the battle between Vishy Anand representing the Ganges Grandmasters and Maxime Vachier Lagrave from the Upgrad Mumba Masters. We are ready here. The players shake hands. We are at the Global Chess League 2025, the third edition. Vishy opens with e4, MVL goes e5, knight to f3, knight comes out to c6, and we have the Ruy Lopez. Vishy Anand, one of the biggest experts of this opening, plays bishop to a4, and now knight comes out to f6, attacking the pawn on e4. Vishy castles, and MVL plays his bishop out to e7. The main line in the closed Ruy Lopez. Rook e1 now defending the pawn. MVL goes b5. Bishop comes to b3 on this long diagonal. Pawn to d6 threatening knight a5 to win this bishop. Pawn to c3 making square for the bishop here. Black castles, and Anand now plays his pawn to h3, preparing d4 so that bishop g4 is not possible. He goes bishop b7, pawn to d4 played, and now rook to e8. Playing this calmly here is MVL. Vishy brings his knight to d2. He's been playing the Ruy Lopez for the entirety of his career, so he has big experience in this main line. It's actually interesting that MVL decided to take him on in this opening. d5 played by Anand. Knight goes to b8, and now knight to f1. A good move here. Let's see what MVL does next. Some ideas are knight to d7 or pawn to c6. He brings his knight out. He wants to bring the knight to c5. Knight g3 played. The knight is looking at the f5 square, and knight to c5, attacking the bishop now. Bishop c2, saving the bishop makes a lot of sense, and c6 played, hitting the center. Vishy pushes the knight away from c5. This is a good move, and now the knight comes back to d7. Taking on c6 is again the best decision. So Vishy playing all the best moves here, and now bishop b3 looks good, but bg5 played. A very surprising decision by Anand, which kind of he's giving up his bishop for the knight, and I'm a bit surprised with this decision. It's not something that Anand would generally do. Bishop to b3 now. He thinks that this is something that has been a favorable trade for white, but actually it is not. Now the queen on c7 puts pressure on c3, knight h2, and MVL is ready to blast open the center with d5. It's now a huge position for black as rook a d8 is coming in. And there you have it, rook a d8, pinning the pawn in the center. The d5 pawn is hanging. Knight comes to g4, and MVL can simply take here on d5. The position is still only slightly better for black. Queen c2 needs to be played, and creatively white has to defend this. He plays it, and now MVL jumps in with knight to f4, looking at the g2 pawn. It's already very difficult. Vishy goes queen to f5, but now it's met with g6, a fantastic move. Look at MVL's amazing play here. Knight f6 check, king comes up to g7. He's ready to give up an exchange with a check. He takes on e8, Vishy, rook takes e8, and now the problem is the bishop is strong, the knight is strong, and white's counterplay has ended. So queen c2 comes back, and just simply chopping this off. Knight takes g2. Vishy Anand is in big trouble. The knight is going back, threatening a check. Rook e2 played, and MVL now brings his queen to c8. He's attacking the pawn on h3. Anand goes pawn to f3, putting pressure on the knight on g2. And now you have knight to h4. attacking the pawn on f3. The rook comes up to e3, defending the pawn here, and black chops. Knight takes f3, check. Rook takes f3, and bishop takes on f3. A strong move here, and now bishop f7 by Vishy. He's like, is there some tactics? After king takes, rook f1, pinning the bishop here. It seems unlikely because now MVL of course will work this out. He's a monster when it comes to calculation. And he takes, king takes f7. And now rook f1 played. The main point is if queen h3, there is rook takes f3, check. So first e4 played, a beautiful move. And if knight e4, I just simply take on h3, threatening checks here on h1. So Vishy is in big trouble here, hardly has any moves at his disposal. And yeah, this looks not at all great for Anand. You can see him kind of calculating there, but he resigns. A huge win for MVL, who played some excellent chess from the get-go. This entire idea of bishop g5 and taking on f6 was not the best.